online social science classes, and I am here, your social science teacher Sangeeta Behra. Good morning, students. I am back with the online classes for class 9 students for the history subject and the chapter number 1, events and processes. Okay, and in this section we are having 3 chapters: the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, and the rise of Nazism. And all the chapters are compulsory for your course in the revised course, as I have already given to you the revised syllabus. So be checked with that and be updated with the revised syllabus. Okay, so students, here we will start with the chapter number 1, the French Revolution. Okay, let's start with the French Revolution. On the morning of 14 July 1789, what happened in that morning? Tell me. The city of Paris was in a state of alarm. Why the alarm is rising there? Because of the gathering of 7,000 men and women who gathered in the front of town hall and decided to form a people's militia. It means एक लोगों की सेना जो कि फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन को स्टार्ट करने जा रही थी. किस दिन? 14 जुलाई 1789 में. ठीक है. So what they had done on that day? They broke into number of government building in search of arms. Why they are searching the arms? Because they are so much angry on the king or the king's decision. Okay. So here they are already started the battle, and the nearby 7,000 people are gathered for the people militia. Okay. So here what they had done? They had in between what happens, how they gathered, what they listened from the persons, or how they will get to know to gather there. Because some of the peoples had started rumoring that the army are going to open a fire on the citizens. That's why the 7,000 men and women are gathered in front of town hall. Town hall क्यों? आखिर टाउन हॉल में ही क्यों गैदर हुए? बताओ. क्योंकि टाउन हॉल में ही उनके मेन काउंसिलर्स एंड मेन गवर्नर्स बैठते हैं. ठीक है. इसीलिए वो लोग ग्रुप में 7,000 मैन एंड वुमेन वहाँ गैदर हो गए. ठीक है. ये कहाँ हुआ था? बैस्टिली में. बैस्टिली में उन्होंने क्या किया? इन द आर्म फाइट दैट फॉलोड, द कमांडर ऑफ द बैस्टिल वॉज किल्ड एंड द प्रिजनर्स रिलीज्ड थ्रू देयर, though there were only 7 of them are there. Okay. बस 7 लोग थे कमांडर में जिनको उन लोगों ने मार डाला. किन लोगों ने? जो 7,000 लोग वहाँ इकट्ठा हुए थे. ठीक है. उन लोगों ने उन्हें मार के क्या किया? राजा के खिलाफ एक जंग छेड़ दी. ठीक है. तो अब हम लोग क्या जानेंगे, ऐसा आखिर क्यों किया उन्होंने, है ना. The days that followed saw more rioting both in Paris and the countryside. Most people were protesting against the high price of bread. ये high price of bread किसने रखा था? राजा ने रखा था. कौन राजा? लुइस 16. ओके. लुइस 16 ने क्या किया? अपनी सारी डेब्ट्स को, मतलब अपनी सारी कर्जे जो कि उसने युद्ध में उड़ा दिए थे, उसको फिर से चुकाने के लिए लोगों के ऊपर कर लागू कर दिए थे. ठीक है. कर भी किस लिए, किसके ऊपर लागू किए थे? जो कि जरूरी वस्तुएं होती है, जैसे खाने की वस्तुएं, जैसे पहनने की वस्तुएं. ठीक है. एज द किंग हैज़ डन द हाई प्राइस फॉर द ब्रेड, मीन्स एनी हाउ कपड़े कम हो भी तो चल जाएंगे, लेकिन खाना कम हो तो नहीं चलने वाला है ना. तो खाना के ऊपर ही जब टैक्स बहुत ज़्यादा लग गया, तब लोगों का गुस्सा भी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया, है ना. तो उन्होंने क्या किया? दे हैड प्रोटेस्टेड अगेंस्ट द लॉ ऑफ टैक्सेस ऑन ब्रेड. ओके. तो हुआ ये. सी दिस पिक्चर हाउ दे हैड डन. इट इज़ इन योर बुक ओनली बेटा. जस्ट चेक आउट. स्टॉर्मिंग ऑफ द बैस्टिल. Soon after the demolition of Bastille, artists made these prints commemorating the event. ये किसने बनाया था? तब के ज़माने में लोगों को कैसे पता चलता था, तब तो ज़्यादा न्यूज़पेपर भी नहीं थे, ज़्यादा ये भी नहीं थे, तब चित्रकार लोग सारे इवेंट्स को चित्रों के द्वारा लोगों तक पहुंचाते थे कि ये चीज़ की घटनाएं घटित हुई हैं, ठीक है। तो उसके बाद जब बैस्टिल का युद्ध हो गया और लोगों ने उसके बारे में जानना चाहा, तो चित्रकारों ने ये वाली चित्र बनाई थी, ठीक है। और फिर हम लोग जानेंगे कि क्यों और कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ था फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन, आखिर मेन रीजंस क्या था फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन स्टार्ट होने के पीछे, है ना। सो चेक दिस टॉपिक, फ्रेंच सोसाइटी ड्यूरिंग द लेट 18th century. In this we will able to learn about how the French Revolution exactly started. मतलब what is the main reasons for starting the French Revolution and why it's happened and due to whom it's happened. Okay, so let's start. In 1774, Louis XVI of the Bourbon family of the kings ascended the throne of France. किसने लिया था शासन पे, सिंहासन पे किसको बिठाया गया है 1774 में? लुईस 16 को, ठीक है। ये आपको याद रखना है। इन 1774 लुईस 16 ऑफ द बॉर्बन फैमिली ऑफ किंग्स, उनकी फैमिली कौन सी जनरेशन वाली थी? बॉर्बन फैमिली वाली, ठीक है। एसेंडेड द थ्रोन ऑफ फ्रांस, उनको फ्रांस की राजगद्दी पे बिठाया गया। तब उनकी उम्र क्या थी? ही वॉज जस्ट 20 years old and married to a ऑस्ट्रियन प्रिंसेस मैरी एंटियोनेटी। आपको ये भी याद रखना है कि उनकी उम्र उस समय क्या हुआ था। सो यू शुड राइट डाउन ही वॉज ऑफ 20 years old ओनली एट दैट टाइम व्हेन ही ascended the throne of France. Okay, and whom he married? He married to Austrian princess Mary Antoinette. Okay, upon his accession the new king found an empty treasure. जब उनको अपनी राजगद्दी संभालने को मिला, एट दैट टाइम उनके ट्रेजरी मतलब उनके खजाने में कुछ ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं थे। सो स्टूडेंट्स, टिल नाउ व्हाट वी लर्नड अबाउट द किंग लुईस 16 हु इज टेकन द throne of France in the year of 1774. At that time he was only of 20 years, and when he has taken the accession of the France, his treasury was totally empty, isn't it? So now we should know why the treasury is empty at the time when he ascended the throne of France. Who ascended the throne of France? The Louis 16 in the year 1774. Okay, so here let's see why his treasury is empty, मतलब कि उसका खजाना खाली क्यों था जब वो राजा बना? Because of the long years of war happened between whom? Between the Americans and Britain people and the France people. Means the main enemy between the America and France is Britain. Okay, due to which the war is happened for long years. Due to that, what happened? Their treasury becomes empty. मतलब बहुत सालों तक युद्ध चलने की वजह से युद्ध में ही उनकी सारी ट्रेजरी खाली हो जाती है, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है? उनकी इकोनॉमी डाउन हो जाती है और राजा को क्या करना पड़ता है? He has to divide the French society into 3 parts, into 3 states. Now check this diagram, figure number 2, which is explaining the different states which is divided the French society. Okay, what are those states? Let's learn. Check. The first state is clergy. Okay, now you are thinking what is the meaning of clergy? Now check the new words. Here it is written, clergy means the group of persons invested with special functions in the church. Those are comes under the group of first state, which is clergy. Okay, the second state is nobility. Nobility are those persons who are comes under the higher authorities of church person, and those persons are comes under the second states. Okay, So now we will go for the third state. In third state, who all are coming? The big businessman, merchant, court persons, court officials, lawyers, etc. Then the peasants and the artisans. Then small peasants, landless labor and the servants, isn't it? So students, here we can able to have the ideas about the three states which is divided the French society. When it's divided the French society? In the early 18th century, when the king Louis XVI is not having a single money in his treasury at the time of when he ascended the throne of France. Okay, so here we already know about the things what the French societies are going to conduct, while the emptiness of treasury can't be found by anybody else. They had decided to start an extravagant court in the place of Versailles. What is the place? That is Versailles. You have to write down the Versailles place, where they started the extravagant court to solve or maintaining their extra expenses in the future for the benefits of the people and for the benefit of the France. Okay, and to fulfill the treasury of France also. Okay, so here, as we already all discussed, that the common enemy of France and America is Britain. So the war happened between them makes or it plays a vital role in emptying the treasury of Louis XVI king. Okay, so what happened then? For maintaining the war, they had took so much of debt, like $1 billion livre. Livres are what? You can check this word in the new words also. Okay, livres. Livres are a currency. Means you can say it's like a currency. ये एक तरह के पैसा है जो कि तब फ्रांस में चलता था, जैसे हमारे यहाँ रुपया चलता है ना? At that time, means at the time of King Louis XVI has taken the leadership in the France. At that time, livre named currency is going on in France. All people used to do their overall commodity activities or the purchase and export things through the livres. And in the war also, for maintaining the war expenses, they are used nearby $1 billion livres, which is taken by the France authority for the in the way of debt to fulfill the needs of war activities. Okay, मतलब कि युद्ध में काम आने वाली सारी चीज़ों की खर्ची के लिए उन्होंने कुछ लोगों से कर्जा लिया हुआ था. किस तरह का कर्जा? लिवरेज नाम की करेंसी को, $1 बिलियन लिवरेज नाम की करेंसीज को उन्होंने कर्जे के रूप में लिए हुए थे. और उसकी वजह से हुआ क्या था? Lenders has put 10% more interest on their loans. मतलब जब वो कर्जे के रूप में $1 बिलियन लिवरेज ले चुके थे तो उन्होंने क्या किया? 10% की दर से उनको लोन देने का स्वीकृति प्रदान किया. तो लोन तो अब ले लिए, उसको फिर चुकाना भी तो है. तो लोन लेने के बाद क्या हुआ? जब उन्होंने 10% की दर उस पर लगाई तो हुआ यूँ कि वो 1 बिलियन की जगह 2 बिलियन लीवरेज हो गया, जो कि उनको अपना कर्जा चुकाना था उन कर्जदारों को. ओके, जिन्होंने उन्हें कर्ज दिया हुआ था. ओके, तो व्हाट दे हैड डन, फ्रेंच गवर्नमेंट अब अपना कर्जा कैसे चुकाएगा, कैसे मेंटेन करेगा अपनी सारी खर्चों को, है ना? अब युद्ध के बाद भी तो उसको अपनी शासन चलानी है. तो लुईस 16 ने क्या किया? व्हाट ही हैज डन टू maintaining their military or their army and the running governments and the offices. उन्होंने क्या किया? बहुत इंक्रीज करके सारे कर लगाए. ठीक है, जिसकी वजह से हुआ यूं कि लोगों को गुस्सा आया। क्यों गुस्सा आया? कि आखिर उन्होंने क्या गलती की थी जिसकी वजह से उनको टैक्स देना पड़ेगा, और जब खाने पे टैक्स लगे तो लोगों को तो गुस्सा आएगा ही, है ना। सो दिस थिंग हैपेंस व्हेन द पीपल स्टार्टेड to meet their regular expenses or to solve their regular expenses, they had increased the taxes on French people. Okay, and it's made the mandatory for the third estate specially, which is known as, or which is, you can say, comprises of big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, peasants, artisans, and small peasants, and the least laborers and the servants one. That they had made mandatory that the third estate only is going to pay the taxes, as they are having 90% of population in the French society. Okay, so due to this क्या हुआ? इसकी वजह से हुआ यूं कि लोगों का गुस्सा बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया. They told those who are in the higher position, those who are having the higher salaries, those who are having the all luxuries, why should we small peoples are going to pay only the taxes? Why don't they? Even if the church people has kept 60% of taxes on those third estates before also, due to which they are fully forced to give the taxes for the benefits or to maintain the expenses of the French society, due to which they are protested against these rules. Okay, whatever is done by the king. As we had already seen the total society of estates, first is clergy, second is nobility, third are the big businessmen, merchants, officials, lawyers, and the peasants, artisans, small peasants, laborers, and the servants. Okay, they are also having less money to expend for themselves, it seems. मतलब खुद के लिए भी जब उनके पास कम पैसे थे तो वो इतने पैसे का खर्चा कैसे उठा सकते थे, कैसे भर सकते थे ऐसी टैक्सेस? तो उन्होंने क्या किया? राजा के खिलाफ मोर्चा छेड़ दी, जो कब हुआ था? 14 जुलाई 1789 में. ओके, तो बच्चों, let's see what extra charges are given to the third estate people in the French society. Okay, the church too extracted its share of taxes called thetes from the peasants, and finally all the members of the third estate had to pay taxes to the state. This includes direct taxes called taille and the number of indirect taxes which were levied on articles of everyday consumption like salt and tobacco. The burden of financing activities of the state through taxes was borne by the third estate alone. तो मैंने जब पहले बताया था ऑलरेडी आपको कि चर्च ने भी उनके ऊपर 60% टैक्सेस लगाए थे, जो कि किस रूप में जाने जाते थे? थीटेस के रूप में. ओके, थीटेस. तो चेक दिस थीटेस ऑल्सो इन द न्यू वर्ड्स. A tax levied by the church comprising 1/3 of the agriculture products. Okay, what is this? A tax levied by the church comprising 1/3 of the agriculture products. मतलब कि ये वो टैक्स है जो कि मजदूर पे करेंगे. किसको पे करेंगे? चर्च को पे करेंगे. किस हिसाब से पे करेंगे? 1/10 ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस. मतलब उतना जितना उन लोग अपने एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस का प्रोड्यूशन करेंगे, उस प्रोडक्शन को 1/10 भाग में डिवाइड करके वो पार्ट किसको देंगे? चर्च को देंगे. ओके, सो लाइक दिस चर्च हैज ऑल्सो पुट मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ देयर प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटीज, और यू कैन से प्रोडक्शन फूड्स in the way of taxes they used to took from the third estate people. Okay, so again what they had done, that is the way of tax they used to take from the people, and the direct tax called taille. Taille is to be directly paid to the state, which is ऑल्सो ए नंबर ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस विच वेर लेव्ड ऑन आर्टिकल्स ऑफ एवरीडे कंजप्शन, जो कि एक मजदूर हमेशा लेता था। नमक जो कि हर खाने में ज़रूरत होती है ना। तंबाकू जो कि यूजुअली बच्चे या फिर पर्सन्स एडिक्टेड हो जाते हैं, तो यूजुअली वो हर दिन उसको कंजम्पशन करते हैं, मतलब कि हर दिन उसे खाते थे, जिसके ऊपर टैक्स लगने की वजह से द लोअर स्टेट पीपल आर सफरिंग so much and they are total in the burden of financial activities of the state, through which the third state people only going to give the taxes, due to which they are got angry and they had started protesting the government. Which government? French government. Okay, so see this, how the people are taking their production activities. This person is the laborer and this person is the first state person. Okay, this poor fellow brings everything, grain, fruits, money, salad. The fat lord sits there ready to accept it all. He does not even care to grace him with a look. He is just thinking about his benefit. Okay, like this the peoples are suffering of what? Discrimination in the states. Okay, so this is the main cause due to which the revolution happened, or you can say the protest happened in the French. So till now we already got the view of why the French Revolution has happened. Due to the main cause is that the third estate peoples are going to pay all the taxes, due to which they got angry on the governments or the French people, and with the angriness among with, it's created a scene of French Revolution for the French government, or you can say for the French society. Okay, now we should learn about why they had started struggling so much for the survival. Who? The third estate. Okay, so students, first we have a look why this thing happens more, why the peoples are so much angry on the French government. This thing mostly happened due to more population increase in France during the period of 1715 and till 1789. Okay, because in 1715 the population strength is 23 million and it's got increased up to 28 million in 1789. Due to this rapid increase, it also creates the demand for food grains or foods for the people. अब जनसंख्या ज़्यादा बढ़ जाए, एक इंसान से ज़्यादा यदि 2-3 जन लोग हो जाए तो खाने की मात्रा भी हमको बढ़ानी पड़ती है ना। ठीक उसी तरह 1715 में जब 23 मिलियन लोग थे फ्रांस में, तब जितना खाना बनता था या फिर तब जितना खाना उनके लिए प्रोड्यूस किया जाता था वो 1799 में यानी कि 1789 में ज़्यादा हो गया था, जिसकी वजह से लोगों को बहुत सफ़र करना पड़ता था अपने खाने के प्रोडक्शन को आजमाने के लिए. एंड ड्यू टू द हेवी टैक्स ऑल्सो इट्स बिट डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू प्रोवाइड all the food items to their families. Okay, due to which the angriness increased in between the workers, as only the third states are going to pay the taxes. It makes mandatory by the French government. It is really horrible situation for them to survive for their livelihood. Okay, which leads to subsistence crisis. So this subsistence crisis are what? The gap between the poor and the rich widened. Things became worse whenever drought or hail reduced the harvest. मतलब जब उनकी खेती बड़ी खराब हो जाती थी तो सिचुएशन और भी खराब हो जाता था, जिसकी वजह से सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस शुरू हो गए. कहाँ शुरू हो गए? फ्रांस में शुरू हो गए. सो लेट्स नो व्हाट इज सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस. दिस इज ए न्यू वर्ड फॉर यू. सो द सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस इज एन एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन विच इज where the basic means of livelihood are endangered. मतलब कि जब सिचुएशन ऐसे आ जाता है कि जो बेसिक नीड होता है इंसान का वो भी फुलफिल नहीं हो पाता है, एट दैट टाइम द सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस हैपेंड. ओके, so students, here we should conclude with this chapter, and we should learn about the subsistence crisis, how this happens. This happens mostly through this figure. You can able to know, due to the bad harvest, the poorest can no longer buy bread. Due to what? Due to the increase of taxes, due to the disease epidemics sometimes happens, which leads to subsistence crisis. These are the main cause of the subsistence crisis in the economy, or you can say in the livelihood of the poor peoples. Okay, so this, like this, the subsistence crisis happened in France also, when in 1789, when the French government put all the taxes on the third estate peoples, even though they are having 90% of population, but how they can buy such a high price of bread, how they can provide the food for their little children. So like this the things has happened, or you can say the things is leads towards the French Revolution, which created a great revolution like French Revolution, right? So here we will conclude with this, and I will send you some summary part also with this video. So keep ready with your class notes and be healthy in this pandemic period. Use the masks also while going outside, and stay safe and healthy. Okay, so students, here I will conclude with my part 1, and the next part we will conclude this chapter. Okay, till then, take care of your health first, and take care of your studies also. Keep learning. Thank you.
Let's start with the discussion of the circumstances that causes outbreak of revolutionary protest in France. Those are: number 1, social inequality. French society in 18th century was divided into 3 states, namely the clergy, the nobility, and the third estates, which comprises peasants, officials, and small business. It was the third estate who used to pay the taxes, and clergy and nobilities are exempted from the taxes. Second one is subsistence crisis. The population of France also increased from 23 millions in 1715 to 28 millions in 1789. Food grains were now in the great demand. Like that, prices of the breads rises up in that time of period, and the wages do not keep pace with rising prices. This led to the subsistence crisis. After discussing about those two main points, the third main point is economic problems. It occurs due to the long years of wars had drained the financial resources of France. To meet its regular expenses, such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running governments, and the offices, universities, and the state has forced to increase the taxes, due to which the economy goes down. The fourth main point is the strong middle class in France during the 18th century. The middle class are amazed with education and wealth. So they used to believe that no group in the society should get the privilege by their birth, by the ideas of the equality and freedom. So they used to forward these messages among the peoples by the philosophers. And these things is mostly happens in the gatherings of the peoples in the saloon and coffee shops. Let's finally discuss about the immediate cause which happens during the French Revolution and the Great Revolution has happened. On May 5th, 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of States General to pass the proposals for the new taxes, due to which the third states protested against it. As each states are having only one vote for protesting, the king has rejected their appeal, due to which they walked out of the assembly and the revolution happened.